Food is life, and it is on the basis of this that every single human on the planet look for food for survival. Because food is the foundation of our growth and healthy living, yet it is affected by a series of avoidable dangers from every angle. We can strengthen our food systems and change the narrative through a new approach to improved food availability and healthy diet.
Welcome to Urban Family Farming,
where we explore the exciting world of urban farming. Learn how to transform your living space into a green oasis with our expert tips and tricks. Join us on a journey towards sustainable living and discover the joy of growing your own food in the heart of the city.
Hello, welcome back to another episode. I remain my humble self, Amato Unique. In today's episode, we'll be discussing pest management in urban environment. So I will start by defining what pest management is. So pest management is an integrated system whereby you prevent or control the load of pests in your greenhouse or your environment on your farm. So you either prevent them from entering or you reduce their load in the greenhouses. As a grower or as a farmer, you have to know the kind of pests associated with your crop. If you are growing a certain crop, you should know the kind of pests you are prepared to fight with, and all these things needs to be watched. So if you plant today, you have to be watching them. Regular observation of your plant early in the morning, daily. This is what you will do daily. You have to observe, oh, what is wrong with this plant? What is wrong with the environment? So the process of doing all these things is called scouting. Scouting is a process of critical observation of your plant environment. You check what is wrong with them. Oh, are they fine? Are they diseased? Do they have stunted growth? What kind of disease is this? So you have to know all these things. This is what scouting is, and the use of sticky card will enable that you scout well. So when entering your farm environment early in the morning, you check your sticky card. You check the kind of insects that are attracted to these cards. We have different kind of color. This is yellow and this is blue. This can be used to trap thrips in your greenhouses. So very quickly, I would like to tell you some common pests that you need to look out for when you are growing in an urban environment. The first one is aphid. Aphids are small insects that you found under the leaves of your plant. So they are very tiny. They produce honeydew. If you see ants coming out from your substrate or your soil, you should know that, oh, this environment has aphid and you have to treat them. They suck this plant sap, the energy of your plant. You are noticing that your plants are wilting, they don't have strength. They will be fine in the morning, they will not be fine in the afternoon, you should know. And this aphid is a viral disease. If you cannot prevent it, it is better for you to uproot the plant and discard appropriately. So you put inside a polythene bag, then discard. Another form of insect is thrips. So thrips is commonly faced by pepper plants. So if you are doing any kind of pepper, chili pepper, habanero pepper, sweet pepper, that is the bell pepper, you should know that you are going to fight thrips. So when you get your pepper plants in the morning and you see that your plants are wrinkled, you should know that this is thrips. So what can force this out? How can you prevent this? You learn as the episode continues. Another insect that you have to look out for, this is spider mite. When you enter your greenhouse and you see cobwebs, you think it is cobweb. No, from there they will grow to spider mite and they will affect your plant. If you see that your environment is not neat, it is not clean every time, know that you are easily prone to spider mite. They will come. Another one is snail and sludge. If you plant outside, not in a protected environment like this, they will crawl. You will see snails around. This building is just preventing them. You see snails around and they will start eating your leaf. For example, you plant lettuce open field on the soil, the snails will come, they'll start eating the leaves. You plant cabbage, they will start eating it. So if you see them, start picking them from your farm because they are dangerous. Another one is whitefly. Whitefly is very common during the dry season and it usually affects kale tomatoes. So when you get to your farm, you just wave your hands on your crops like this and you can see white particles flying around. Know that you have whiteflies. You quickly know your preventive measures to send them away or to reduce them. Where can you get all these biopesticide or biostimulant. You can get from Farm Agro Store or Seed Fort Agro, any agro vendors. They sell neem oil, neem cake, neem powder. You get them, you mix it with liquid soap. So if you are using 10 ml of neem, so you use 5 ml of soap just to make it to stick when you are spraying it. What are you supposed to do so that you have a free environment from pests? First thing is to make sure that your environment is free from weeds. Weeds are unwanted plants that grows around your normal crops that you are planting. If you remove the weeds, insect will not be harbored by the weed. You have to remove weed. Don't say that they are too small. Oh, this one cannot affect. So they will be piling up their load and they will cause economic injury to your plant. So you have to remove weeds around. You can test your soil. If there is nematodes on the farm, you test to know the soil pH, to know the physical-chemical characteristic of your soil. So you do soil test before planting. So with doing that, you know, oh, this is kind of nutrient I have to add. This is the kind of pest that is around. Nematode load is like 10%, is 50%. You know the kind of crop you have to grow. Another thing is when spraying, you have to use a good knapsack. Your knapsack should not be leaking because it is not hygienic. It is not safe for you as the farmer. It is not safe for the environment, and it is not safe for the crop. So you have to use a good knapsack because all these pests, they require a force to send them, not necessarily the active ingredients that you are spraying, not the neem oil or the soap. They require force to go out. So like white fly, for instance. So you have to use force. I would like to discuss the methods by which you can control your pests in your growing environment as an urban farmer. We have various methods. We have the biological method, the chemical method, the cultural method, then IPM, integrated pest management. So for the sake of this episode, we'll be discussing chemical-free methods, which includes the biological, cultural, then IPM. So the first thing you should look out for when you are growing is to have a clean environment. You can see that the environment is very neat. Once your environment is very neat, once it is very neat, you are not prone to insect pests. So you must make sure that you clean your growing environment. You should not eat and drop it on your farm. You should not open plastic and drop it so that pests will not trace all these things to the environment that you are growing. Another thing is to practice crop rotation. So crop rotation is helpful in the sense that this will help you. For instance, you grow maize, the kind of pests that are associated with maize like armyworm, the next year that you are growing another thing, you can grow like pepper. So you are changing the cycle. So you do legume, you do deep rooted crop, you rotate it. So with that, you are making sure that the insects are not dominant in a particular environment, so you rotate them. Another method you can use to control them is by applying biopesticide. Biopesticide are biological pesticide. These are the pesticide that you develop from your environment. So you can cut like neem. If you have a neem tree around, you can soak the neem plant inside water, then spray it on your plant. This will make the pests around to run away or to reduce their load, the pest load on your crop. Another thing you can do is to practice barrier or trap planting. We call it companion planting. So you practice the kind. So if you are growing rice, you know the kind of plants that you will grow, that the insects, the pests around will be shared, so they will not totally concentrate on your major crop. So you have other crop that you are planting. That one, you are not growing them for selling. You are just growing them so that the insect can see something to feed on, not the normal crop you want to go and sell.